Alright, everything's up and running. Hello, Internet! We're doing the Sunday Clue and the Soto blog. Which this week, really cool stuff, but it's stuff I'm not interested in personally picking up, but I can see the investment for other people, especially if you like Geo. Yeah, Soto blog this week, they pointed out, hey, those, more or less I'm the only one that can defeat you hands. Or the only one that can defeat you is me hands. For 0-1, hey, we got those made. We got, like, left and right varieties. Also, Caution's Spear, don't worry, it's here. It's all in a special, accessory set that'll include a Neo Deca driver, that you can put on Geo, and because of the peg size, you can put it on O's. The recently released Soto Chronicle O's. And it's compatible across the board. And they're even giving you a normal Deca driver that is compatible with Dino. So more or less, nice universal nature across the board for the Deca drivers. So you can have all the riders. Not only that, they pointed that weapons for Grand Geo, like the full bottle buster in gun mode, the full bottle buster in sword mode, with the full bottle actually stickered in. That's something that's not in the original build releases, actually. At least not in the Genius / Vault Black Hole ones, because I have both of those, and the full bottle buster does not come with a sticker for these, which is kind of neat that they've updated a little bit. But also, Agito Flameform's sword in both the normal form and unfolded finisher form. The Dai Maru from Gaim and the Din Gasher in sword form. The steering sword from Drive. The Kivat sword from Kiva. The Cosmic form sword. I think the Brazen sword, I think is what it's called. But essentially Big Rocket sword. The trailer cannon from Drive that even has what I believe is meant to be a molded Trideron inserted it up top with a full printed on the side in sticker form. Agito, or not Agito, Ryuki Survives weapon in blade form. For those of you who want to give it to your Ryuki Decade figures. Not only that, if you've watched Overculture, especially since it's been recently subbed, they have these little panel things you can stick to the back of various figures and the little peg hole that's in the back with the various show titles. So here's Geo. Just showing off the plug or the port and the swivel the plate's on. So you can have them do the rider kick that they do in the show. And now, hey, we got 4 of them here, and you have options for Kuga, Dino, Decade, Double, O's, Xade, Build in Geo. No Agito one, weirdly, since Shoto just came out recently with Agito Shining. And for reference, the scene that this is referring to, since I've recently watched Overculture, is all of the final forms plus Geo and Oma form do a big rider kick on a big monster. And behind them, each of them is their respective show logos. Much like scroll past all of them here. Much like this kind of setup here. Except the O's Puto is not blurred out, and Decade is in complete form instead of his normal form. Yeah, that's all coming with AI-05. That's the, I guess, the 4th slot in here, just to put it that way. Not necessarily the 4th box, since I don't think they've got a wave layout this time that I can easily refer to, but the 4th box besides the Geo Oma form, Kashin, and Thouser. So yeah, a lot of stuff. They even note, yeah, we know he used Kuga Titan's sword at one point in the show. We couldn't put it in the box, so pick up Soto Chronicle Kuga and use that. And then they go on to talk about, hey, Eternal and Gold Extreme came out recently, so here's the next Double Chronicle Premium set. Which will give us Axel Booster from the Axel V Cinema. Red Flame Eternal from the Eternal V Cinema. And for funsies, Cyclone Axel Extreme from like 2 seconds from a theoretical thing that was shown off in the show. Mainly, I just go, hey, this is a playable character from Climax Heroes Os. This is where you're primarily from. Also, we're going to give you the Axel's weapon with the Cyclone memory inserted from, I don't remember the exact episode number. I think it's like 32. Yeah, I think Sotoblock said it was like 32. And also, here's a Neo Deca Driver double, so you can slap it on double. And Fang Joker. And that was pretty much it, just talking about the set that just came out, AI-04. With Shining Assault, Assault Wolf, Metal Build, and Phantom Build, and all of the various build hazard forms you could get out of it. And talking survey stuff. And that is it for the Soto blog this week. Neat. Very neat stuff. Nice that they're kind of doing more or less what's an accessory set, and it makes me really curious that if they're going to do this for what is essentially backlog material for them, when we ever get to a Gaim Chronicle series, can we expect a similar kind of accessory setup for whatever release has Kiwami in it? Just to be like, here are a shit ton of weapons for just Kiwami. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'd really dig that. But there's weirdly enough, there's no mention of this, of like moving on to AI-06, like they usually do when they're at the end of whatever set review they're doing. So there might be one more thing for AI-05. It wouldn't surprise me since we're even on the boxes at the moment. Because Thouser's 2 boxes, Oma Geo, or Geo Oma Form, I think is 1 box. Let me make sure on that, because I'll pull up like last week's blog for the wave layout. But I'm pretty sure it's 1 box. No, it's 2 boxes. Caution's 1 box. Okay, never mind. So this accessory set is 1 box, but that would be in the box with Caution, which puts us at 6 boxes. With 3 figures. They're probably going to do a 4th. That would be 2 boxes, which Like, whatever that is, I was about to say, I talked about it in the Soda Pop Discord. Like, Ikazuchi is a solid bet due to the fact of we know it's in production. Or we know it's been in production for a little bit, so it could probably be that. If it's just one figure. If it's two, then it's 001 and Type 1, because they probably want to roll those together. I don't think Tsukiyomi would be released this early. I'm almost willing to bet that, just gut instinct-wise, Tsukiyomi's going to be released with Gates Majesty when that all comes out in like March or April, whichever one it's supposed to be. I don't remember which. Whichever one of those is the case, it'll be released with Gates Majesty. Just to give that a two-figure release instead of one. And it'd be a good way to sell Tsukiyomi. And then the Quartzer trio are Anagram Riders. Let's go Hyde Park. Let's go in the middle of all that stuff I have access to that I already know about. Well, Scarlet's still on the table. Gun. It's always Gun. I always say it was Scarlet with a gun off the bat. That's Hyde Park. That knocked down a lot of our locations. We're down to like 5 locations. That's nice. It's not the best thing to have narrowed down off the bat. Because now you're more or less circling around locations that you can best utilize to eliminate information. Instead of circling around locations with the known information. Yeah, I think our Anagram Riders would be coming together like 3 in a box with something else, which, considering 01's not getting that much material, like, over the next couple months, would make sense. I feel like. I wouldn't think they would want to break those up. Since, like, the Blackerus is more or less the main villain of Overquartzer, and the other 2 are his goons. And, like, only one of them is really that important, and that's the, Sonjus, because he gets the fight scene with 01 at the end of the movie. Zamazon's kind of gets blown up. Not necessarily, like, off-screen, but, like, pretty much, like, just unceremoniously. We got the Royal Rumble on the background, for those wondering. You can't see it, but I keep looking over to my TV, because it's like, oh, look, Royal Rumble's on. Oh, look, they're doing a WrestleMania ad. With pirate ships and stuff, because they're in Tampa Bay, I believe, this year. Yeah, they're in Tampa Bay, because they're at I believe they're at the Buccaneer Stadium. For WrestleMania this year. So they got a big pirate theme for WrestleMania. Which more or less means, if Kairi Sane does not get to ride out on a pirate ship of some variety, this is an extreme missed opportunity. Head to the pub. So I'm gonna guess Scarlet. You know, you did it with this bat thing, this truncheon, whatever this is supposed to be. I assume this is supposed to be a police baton from back in the day. But I think we're at the men's Royal Rumble at the moment. They already did the women's one. It was the second match in. Charlotte won that. Meh. Roman beat Baron Corbin. Let's see. Bailey retained. Becky retained. Fiend retained. Nothing else surprising. I can't think of any other surprising, and I'm not going to dig up results just to make sure. But overall, it's been fine with what I watched. I'll be honest, like, as a longtime wrestling fan, I have fallen off the train super hard. Like, even if I'm off, even though I don't stream on Mondays, I still don't watch Raw. Mainly because that's the show with the really, I don't care, this is bad Rusev soap opera bullshit that I do not care about. And that seems to be the big thing on the show for several weeks now, and I'm just like, oh, fucking hell. Holy shit, Scarlett did it. We were right on that. Problem is, we need a weapon now, and we got a 50-50 on information at the moment. Well, that takes a location off the table, so now we're down to 3. Oh boy. Docker printing press, dock. Well, we know Scarlet at least. Go truncheon? Dock. Okay. Down to 2! We kept getting locations. So we're 50-50 on location, but weapon is wide open. So we're more or less having to rely on hopes for that. I forgot to check to see what else John streamed last night, because I was watching John after we wrapped up last night, and he got to play Dust last night, and he liked it, and I was like, good, I really enjoy that game. I have not played that game forever, though. I want to say that was my first Xbox, like, download title? Yeah, I want to say it was. That was my first digital title I ever owned was Dust. It's really good, immensely good. And the fact that it's been ported so many times is like, yes. Well, we know that one. So that doesn't help us any. So we're down to maybe Revolver. And a 50-50 on location, which, as long as we get a good roll, we should be able to get the printing press, as it's next door. Or not, right, I'm fucking on the other end of the map now. Shit. But we got the museum next door, so that's good. Yeah, that's good, we can go to museum. And if we have to, we can go to the dock, well, the dock wouldn't give us any information anyway. Was that dead on the last... You know, that was just a blind guess. Was Scarlet with gun. How the fuck did I nail Scarlet with gun right? And actually, that, she gives us the answer because it's printing press. Because that was our last location. Well, I'll be damned, we got it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We stumble into that one. You know, I have not played a 6-man game in a while. I want to play 6-man. Let's go 6-man. I want 6-man. Ah, there we go. I'll take that one. For reference, the Men's Rumble has started. It is Brock Lesnar and Elias, our first two, and Elias has taken his sweet-ass time with his shtick to not get in the ring with Brock Lesnar and be thrown out immediately. Because that's the narrative for the Men's Rumble this year, is that Brock Lesnar, as WWE Champion, mind you, has come into the Rumble as number 1 and said, fuck y'all. I'm gonna fight for the right to say who I want as opponent at WrestleMania. Instead of letting y'all choose me. So the big question we have going into this match is, who will throw Brock Lesnar out? Can anyone throw out Brock Lesnar? Which more or less means, whoever more or less either throws out Brock Lesnar or is last with him is going to set up the match with him at WrestleMania, most likely. I see Elias is getting an El Kabong. That guitar barely broke. I believe that's Elias out, so we're down to number 3. I'll be frank, I'm not the biggest fan of Brock. Mainly just due to the fact I don't care for his part-time Nick. What the fuck? Okay, Peacock. Wow, Eric Rowan in his fucking mystery box. I'm not the biggest fan of Brock because I just don't care for his part-time nature, or him being gone, like, takes away a major storyline of Raw on a week-to-week basis. It more or less means, more or less the B2C shows have to work their way around, like, him not being there and him not defending the WWE title at that pay-per-view. So, which, unfortunately, in its place, we've gotten the Rusev soap opera stuff, because that's been the main events for a while. I think Becky and Charlotte teaming up to go against Kairi Sane and Asuka, which wasn't the best either, because it meant that instead of defending her title, Becky was doing tag team matches with someone who's may or may not be her WrestleMania opponent at this moment, since she retained and Charlotte won the Rumble, so it might be them at WrestleMania for all we know. Elias is out, and Bobby Roode, or Robert Roode, as he is now. Yeah, they have to working around that, and they've shown that, like, they're not the best at working around that. Because they haven't put in good stuff either. Like, they could have elevated the Intercontinental title, but they haven't. They could have elevated the Women's Raw title into more of a main event position, but they didn't. They did a tag team feud. They could have done some interesting character work with Roman, but he's on SmackDown, so that can't happen on Raw. I honestly don't know who's on the Raw roster at the moment. I'm just like, you could have done some interesting, like, character work to build somebody up to take on Brock, but nope. Just like, the least interesting things they could have done is what they've done in place of Brock being there. So it's once more one of those reasons why I've cut way back from being all my wrestling. And because of how we schedule, like, I miss the really good wrestling that is on these days, which is, like, NXT and AEW, which air on Wednesdays. And I don't have a really good way of watching them the next day at the moment. So, my wrestling observations are more or less done through other people, like Cultaholic on YouTube, some of their recaps and stuff I'll check in. I can check into their podcast every now and again. Like, their content, like a write-up on what happened when it comes to Raw or SmackDown, maybe. Well, I guess John Morrison's going to get eliminated because he's coming out next, and it seems like we're just in at the moment of person comes out, gets thrown out by Brock before the next person comes out. Wait. Well, then we got that. So, we've got some information. Besides, oh boy, this thing off the bat. And John Morrison's immediately eliminated. I'm still seeing people, like, down on this recent arc of 0-1, and I'm just like, I like it. There's enough going on here, and I feel like it's playing into an underlying thing about the show with Haruto previously being challenged as a writer, and now he's being challenged as a CEO. And I kind of like what they brought up this week of just like, yeah, it's a good thing to focus on what your employees want. Your employees and your clients want. Like, you shouldn't be trying to upsell them on something that they don't want to start with, but also, yeah, as the CEO, you probably need to like be making profits. I was about to say, did Gray go get a turn? I didn't see one. And it's like, oh yeah, you got stuck out in the middle. That would be why. But like, not graveyard, please. Let's go up towards the library, because I'll get us closer to the throne room. I guess we're gonna throw mustard out first, because we might as well. Let's get that off the table for us. And potion? Why not? Yep, okay, so they used mustard. Which most likely means they also used throne room. Yeah, I'm enjoying the smaller stuff. Granted, I don't know. I guess it's just the part of me that does not mind we take a break from the main plot to do a little bit of character work, to do a little bit of, like, moving the needle on some of that stuff. Like, building up some aspects. Like, I don't mind that stuff. I don't mind that we've slowed down, and it's just like, hey, here's a couple breather episodes since we like went really hard at the start, really hard for a while. Here's some episodes to breathe a little. Like, I don't mind that. I'm fine with it. I like it. Maybe it's not as strong as previous episodes, but like, Biggie's come out to rally Kofi and Ray. Okay, that puts Scarlet off the table. And Brock rallies and eliminates Ray and Big E, so Kofi's in the ring alone. Great. And Kofi's out. Great. Oh, before I forget, I'll toss notes in chat so I don't have to worry about them later. Boop. You know, my dad's been watching the Clone Wars animated series, the 3D animated one, the 2D animated one. It's on Disney Plus, and it's made me go, fuck, I want to sit down and watch that again. Cause like I remember watching like several episodes of that, but I don't remember if I watched all of them or even most of a season. And Cesaro's gone. I kind of want to sit down and do that at some point. Maybe at some point this week I'll start that up, since apparently Time Ranger didn't hold my interest enough for me to go back to it so far. I should. I should. I liked what I saw, for the most part. Well, Mustard's making that guess. Finding out I have Torch. Of course, I'm trying to remember if the listed order is different than its chronological order. I think I remember seeing something about that. I might look that up and watch it in that order. For funsies. Yeah, but I see a couple of people in John talking about the twist in Three Houses of Edelgard going being batshit fucking crazy and being the bad guy. Not necessarily the main bad guy. I think unless she's the main bad guy on like the Blue Lions route. I know she's not in for Golden Deer. Or well, she's kind of is for the church route, but she's not like final boss. I'll be honest, they've kept up this whole Brock Lesnar eliminates everybody thing like way longer than I thought they would. Are they just gonna give him like the total eliminations in a single Rumble record above Braun Strowman at this point? Because he's close to it. Pick us plus, I guess, Ocean. Hi, MVP. It's been a while since I've seen you. Well, that doesn't give us a whole lot of new information. A very slow, methodical clue game. Slower when I don't respond. That eliminates everything from that one guess. Let's proc up again with this and this. Interesting. That puts that off the table. Doesn't eliminate anything else. Surrogate's been narrowed down to 1. No weapons, and throne room and lab have been narrowed down to 1 person or not. So the big question is whether it is that person or not. Peach thinking real hard about this. I'll Drew eliminate Brock. I guess it'll be Drew v. Brock at WrestleMania. Might as well go see. It's probably in Peacock's hands, but I want confirmation on it at this point. Because we got, like, nothing else really besides Lab. Figured. Oh, that's 50-50 at least. But we've had Silver Bullet proc like on through 4 gases, so. Well, that confirms amulet. There's this 50-50 on weapon, but still 4-way on suspect, and location is wide ass open. Oh no, that's 4. My bad. We already know that, so that's not helpful. Let's go main entrance. Lab is probably in Peacock's hand. If not, we'll find out next turn. But I will chase Orchid. Now chase Silver Bullet. Well, we got 2 out of that, because we got Peacock in that. It's us. Lab confirmed behind in a roundabout way. Hell yeah. 3 cards out of that. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. still leave Silver Bullet up in the air. Oh, we got like 3 cards out of that, and Peacock's entire hand is known now, so... Well, that confirms our weapon. That gets his location. Now we're 3-way on location. Stake has to be off and probably Peach's hand at this point since nobody's guessed it. Or that's not gonna really come up at all. And then we're 3-way on suspect with it most likely being Orchid. Okay then. No opportunity, gonna make that final accusation anyway. Well, we know Scarlet's wrong. Unfortunately, Scarlet, you did not commit crime. We know you did not commit crime. Too bad. You are eliminated. Goodbye. I could double mark though, or nah, we might as well. I'm at 5, so. We really need to solve Peach's hand at this moment, and we don't really have a good means of solving for it. Then ends here with a 50-50. We're gonna go kitchen. We're gonna go kitchen. Each. Silver bullet. I was about to say, swear to God, Scarlet. Swear to God. Got it.
Hi.
Hi. I just solved crime.
Scarlet didn't do it.
No, I eliminated that one really early. But she did do the last one that I won as well. The big 250. Which puts me like 21st on the leaderboards? Okay, sure. Getting the dashboard set up and ready. So are you ready for me to swap over, or...?
I guess so.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take the stream down, and we're gonna be right back with some ghost talk for the week, folks. See you in a bit.